And wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Excellent. And I see we already had people like in chat like YouTube is crazy, man. We have people in chat 30, 40 minutes before we even go live. Guys are like just chilling. Guys really are just chilling. So welcome in everybody. Just getting things moved aside. How are we doing? How you doing, Dutch? You've been chilling this whole time. You've been chilling for a while. I saw the comments like while I was setting things up in the background. I'm like, dude's already in here. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. How you doing, Tokyo Ghoul? So today, the main question, not the only question, the main question of the day is, what have you rewatched the most? Naruto about 5 times. I think I've rewatched Naruto roughly the same amount. How you doing, Tofu? We're doing pretty good. Not a bad day at all. Weather wasn't too good, so I didn't go outside, so we pretty much just chilled here. How you doing? Shady? I think the name is Shady. How you doing? So yeah, weather wasn't too good, but it was better than yesterday. I'll go out again tomorrow. You rewatched. Okay, Pretzel. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. You're just going straight to therapy. Straight to therapy. Tokyo Ghoul and. Wait, how much have you rewatched Like, when you say you rewatched Pokemon, do you mean like a particular saga? Or are we talking like the entirety? Because the entirety is ridiculous. Do I know 91 Days? No. I have not seen it. I honestly don't know what it is. I played you watched Steins Gate 4 times. Well, at least Steins Gate isn't that long. So like that's like what, 24 episodes times 4, so like 96 episodes. You've seen Psychic 8 5 times. Okay, that's a pretty decent bit. I don't know how long Psychic K is though. Yes, I do. I mean, I know a lot of. I've heard of 91 Days. I just haven't seen it. I rewatched Akamega Kill a lot, so you don't know how many times. You just know you've seen it a lot. Fair enough. Have I seen Brotherhood? Yes, I have. I've seen that probably 2 or 3 times ish. Definitely Avatar. I mean, fair enough pick. The full thing, but the news is okay. So you rewatched all of Pokemon. Damn. Okay, because that's brutal. That's like not easy to do because like there's a lot of bad stuff in there. I rewatched One Piece 2 to 3 times. So like here's the thing: when you say you rewatched One Piece, do you mean like 1150 episodes 3 times, or do you mean like you rewatched it, you know, you got to Marineford then start over and then you got further the second time because there were more like you didn't, so you watched 3300 episodes of One Piece. That's a fair bit of One Piece. Will I watch Steel Ball Run? Not for a very, very long time. Like, it's not going to be soon. It's really not going to be soon. You're on season 3 of MHA. What should I expect? It's my favorite season. Yeah, that is my favorite season. You've seen Toradora 11 times? Like, look, I don't get it. I don't get it. Toradora's okay. It's fine. But, man, 11 times? How many times have I seen Avatar? I actually don't know. Probably at least 3. Probably at least 3, I'd imagine. You've seen Naruto twice? I think I've seen Naruto the most. Probably 4 or 5 times all the way through. Like, all the way through. You rewatched Pokemon, all of it. Why would you rewatch all of wait, now how is that because Pokemon, like, when did Pokemon end? When did Ash's journey end? Because you're saying you've watched all of Pokemon 4 times, which means, like, you would have to have watched, that's disgusting. Like, how? Most I rewatch is twice. I don't even rewatch anymore. Like, I just don't anymore. I used to, but I know you guys do. Let's see, Hunter x Hunter 4 times. I think I've seen Hunter x Hunter 3 to 4, maybe 3 to 4. Your dad rewatched. The thing is, your dad didn't rewatch Goku 4 times. If you mean Dragon Ball, there's Dragon Ball Z. Oh, Dragon Ball Z, Super, GT, Daima. There's all the movies. So like, did he rewatch everything 4 times? Because that'd be I can understand rewatching like a part of Dragon Ball, but rewatching everything. I don't know how that's just ridiculous. You've seen all of Dragon Ball and Z twice. Okay, so like seeing Ball and Z twice is doable. Like I've done that. I've done more than that. You rewatched JoJo's like 2 times. The same with so like again JoJo's. Do you mean you've watched part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twice? I know Steel Ball Run is coming, but you've seen 12 parts of JoJo's. That's a lot of JoJo's. Alchemy 8 times. I like guys. Do you really enjoy watching the same series this many times? Like that's a lot. 8 is a lot. 11 is a lot. Assassination Classroom. Like I love some of these series, but like 9 times, 7 times. Like the only reason I rewatched Naruto as many times as I did is because back then I had nothing better to do. I've seen Erased around 4 times. I mean, okay, Erased is short. That's like 12 episodes. That's like 48 episodes. Okay. Fair enough. It's easier to sit through. I rewatched Demon Slayer 7 times. I don't get it. I don't understand. I just don't understand at that point. It's not like Demon Slayer is not exactly story rich where you go back and there's all these details that you missed. It's a fairly straightforward series. Do I think Shanks' bounty, what he's done in the story would have changed if he still had his arm? Nope, I don't think it would have changed anything. Ragnar Crimson, okay, I haven't seen Ragnar Crimson, but 3 watch-throughs is pretty decent. When we rewatch anime, it's probably been like 2 years after. The thing is, I know in some of these cases it's not. In some of these cases that, like someone claimed to rewatch all of Pokemon 4 times. How long ago did Ash's journey reach a conclusion? Because how long it would take to rewatch all of Pokemon 4 times, that's a lot. That's a lot of episodes. I've been going through it, and it's so long. I watched Brotherhood. You watched FMA 3 times, and Brotherhood 5. Look, I love Brotherhood. I can't watch it 5 times. I can't. Am I excited for Galactic Patrol? It's too far away for me to be excited. For me, getting excited, for something that's way off in the distance, it's like you experience burnout. I don't do that. Is Brotherhood a remake for the... Yeah, well, Brotherhood is a remaster of the original. There are some differences. There are going to be some differences in the story. Nothing crazy, but yes, it's a remastered. Thoughts on Steel Ball Run airing next week? I'm not going to be watching it for a very long time. I'm not going to be watching it for a very long time. So we're talking months. Months and months. So I'm not there yet. Will I rewatch Boruto for 100? No. $100 to rewatch Boruto. Do you know how many episodes? That is such a waste of my time. For me to rewatch Boruto, it would have to be financially worth it. $100 is like an hour of work for me. No. Would I recommend watching the OG Fullmetal Alchemist, then Brotherhood? So I actually haven't finished the original. I only watched the Brotherhood. So because of that, I can only vouch for the Brother. I assume the original is going to be good too. But yeah, I have to go back and watch it. Bleach the GOAT. I've rewatched Bleach, I think, twice. I don't think I could do it a third time. No human being gonna rewatch Boruto? I didn't. I'm not going to. I'll watch Blue Vortex. I'm just not. I'm not rewatching the original without a substantial pay for it. That's a lot of time. That's just not worth it for me. Boruto has good potential. Look, Blue Vortex, I'll watch it. The original was not very good. It was not. You just started watching Sword Art. I did not like Sword Art. I will not be rewatching that. I will not be rewatching that. Not Z Super. Okay, so you rewatched the OG Dragon Ball, which is good. It's my favorite part. I'm planning to watch Death Note Relith movies. The Death Note movies? I don't think I've seen any Death Note movies. Will I rewatch Avengers? I've already rewatched Avengers. I've already rewatched all of them. So yes. Most rewatched series is Tokyo Ghoul or Hunter x Hunter. Tokyo Ghoul I've only seen the one time. Hunter x Hunter I've seen three-ish. Have I seen AOT? Yeah, only the one time though. I'm not rewatching that. I am not rewatching AOT. That's a one time. I'm done. I'm good. Took me a while to get through the first one. It actually took me several attempts to get through the first one. Have I seen Zatch Bell? Of course I've seen Zatch Bell. It's great. Silent Voice. I've only seen Silent Voice the one time, but it was a very good experience. It was a good experience. Definitely worth it. Have I seen The Godfather? I have not. I to be honest, I very rarely watch movies. Like, in general. We all rewatched Home Alone. Oh, okay, I've rewatched Home Alone a couple times, so fair enough. Is it my most rewatched? No, but yes, I've rewatched it. Angel Next Door, I've only seen the one time. I was good with it. I don't think I'll need to rewatch it. You've rewatched Brotherhood like 5 times. I don't think it's worth to watch 5 times, but fair enough. Fair enough. It's less insane than some of these other takes I'm seeing. I've also rewatched Solo Leveling, One Punch Man, Hero Academia. Well, Solo Leveling is short. I've rewatched it once. One Punch Man, I've rewatched the first season. I'm not rewatching the second and third. Hero Academia, I'm not rewatching again. I'm not watching that twice. I loved it. It was great. I'm not watching it twice. I wanted to rewatch Monster because it's peak. I love Monster, but it's not a show I can watch twice. It's a slow burn. It takes a while to get through. It was a great experience. It's not something I can do again. Do I think there will ever be better Christmas movies than Home Alone? The thing is, I don't watch Christmas movies often. Like, when's the last time I watched any Christmas movie? I haven't watched a Christmas movie in so many years I couldn't even tell you. I think my favorite is probably the Grinch, like the Jim Carrey Grinch, probably. Let's see. I've watched Seven Deadly Sins like 10 times. Like, look, I actually like Seven Deadly Sins. I'm not rewatching that again. Like, season 1 and 2, okay, I can understand that, but 3 and 4, I'm not doing that twice. I'm not doing that again. No. Once was enough. Once was enough. Four Nights of the Apocalypse, once was enough. I feel like I watched MHA all on TikTok. I mean, it's possible. There's a lot of creators who just full on post episodes. 3 and 4 got ruined by the animation, the whole plot. Wait, 3 and 4, we're talking about Seven Deadly Sins. Here's the thing: the animation was bad, yes, but I don't care about the animation nearly as much as other people tend to. I just think the story wasn't as good. Seraph at the End, it's not really niche. The amount of people in my chat who talk about Seraph at the End is actually quite high. I just haven't seen it myself yet. You know, the end of the season is coming. A lot of my shows are going to be ending, so I'll be starting new stuff. Recent One Punch Man. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, season 3 was peak. What shows am I more prone to watching? Wholesome slice of life romance, really. That's probably my top. AOT, I'm not rewatching. One time, I'm done. I'm good. If I die, would I like to be revived with Edo Tensei? No. Well, I mean, that would involve believing in souls, right? Because, so like, not really. I'm good. If I'm gone, let me go. I will watch MHA after I finish One Piece. What should I expect? Pretty much think it's a shonen superhero show. Like, you know, good kid with good intentions wants to be a hero, was given the opportunity, and we watch him become the best hero. Is Canada involved in the war? I mean, not yet. Carney said that, like, we don't want to jump into war, but it's not off the table. It you know, situation calls for it. What did I think of Baki? I dropped it. I took no interest in it whatsoever. It is basically just rip people fighting with a very, very, very basic plot, and it didn't hold my interest. Avatar definitely makes sense to me. Avatar's a great choice. Avatar's really good. I've rewatched it a couple times back in the day. Not any time recently. Like, we're talking 10 years ago or something. Baki was the anime that got me into anime, and that's fine. That's okay. You can have any anime that got you into anime. I didn't like Baki at all. How you doing, Fried? Thoughts on Seven Deadly Sins? It's problematic. It's enjoyable, but definitely problematic. I think it falls off pretty hard. Still enjoyable at times. Favorite character from Windbreaker would be... I don't want to say Sakura just because, like, yes, he's the MC. I really do like Sakura, but you know what? He's not my favorite. Give me a sec. You know what? Give me a second. I know who my favorite is. Give me a second. I just need a quick recap. Right here. I think I'm going to say, maybe Hayate. Maybe Hayate. That might be my choice. Probably. Maybe watch Avatar now or not. You could if you want to. I'm not rewatching it for like the fourth or fifth time. I'm good. I have other things I need to watch. How many times did I rewatch DxD? Zero, because I dropped it on the first episode twice. Can I look up the description of an anime? Here's the thing. If you want to look like, why? Like, why do you need me to look up an anime? Like, if you're curious about an anime, you could look it up. Maybe watch Avatar now. I already answered you. If you want to watch Avatar, go for it, man. If you want to watch it, go for it. What reasons would I rewatch an anime for? Okay. I think there might be times because you're in the mood for the nostalgia, like just the overall feeling of it. You're out of shows to watch and you're not really in the mood for something new, but you're just craving some overall entertainment and it's something reliable that you know is good. It could also be it's one of those very story-rich series where going back you catch details that you could miss, something like One Piece. So those are a few reasons. What about me personally? What? I mean, now I don't watch any. I don't rewatch anything anymore. I just don't have time. So I just watch new stuff. Unless I'm watching with my roommate. Like my roommate is watching Dragon Maid. So I'm watching that. Again. Have I ever seen Terror in Resonance? I have not. Let's see. Who is your favorite character from Avatar? Zuko or Iroh? But I'll say Zuko just because there's a little bit more there's a lot more character development there, and just seeing Zuko's transformation was really, really, really good, even though I love Iroh to bits. How you doing, Zoro? What's good? Back then, it was obvious that Toby is Obito. They showed Kakashi. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that out right away. Still a good twist, though. Like, just because it's predictable doesn't mean I think it's bad. Like, there's a lot of shows I find predictable. It's not going to really subtract away from my experience. Are you Higuruma? I am not. I am not Higuruma. You a Yu-Gi-Oh fan? I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh way, way back in the day. If we're talking the anime, I am a fan of the older series. I'm not really a fan of the newer Yu-Gi-Oh, but the older Yu-Gi-Oh, yes. There's too much to explain the show. I would run out of typing. So, like, make it like a very simple synopsis. I don't even know what show you want to tell me about. What do I think about One Piece? I think it's a very well done story, very, very rich plot, great cast. Pacing is difficult. My favorite character in Avatar is Iroh. He is just a chill guy. He's more than just a chill guy, though. Like, yes, he is chill, but there's so much more to him that makes him really interesting. Like, whether it's his history in the war, his wisdom, his peace of mind. When he gets serious, he gets serious. Like, just seeing all the different, where he comes from, his tragic backstory, his loss, how he grieves, how he views the world, how he learns from all the different cultures. There's so much to Iroh that make him great. Yes, I have watched JJK. I am 2 episodes behind. I do not have a favorite series. I enjoy many series. I'm not one to pick a number one. How you doing, Meaty? Welcome back. What was your reaction when it was revealed that your prediction is right? So pretty much, like, I don't make predictions often, but usually when my predictions are right, it's like just kind of obvious. Like, okay, I predict the ending of Erased. I predicted that I predicted how Death Note was going to end. I predicted a couple things. I have some predictions about One Piece, but we'll see how that goes. Some predictions regarding Shanks. Pokemon's your most rewatched? I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand rewatching the entirety of Pokemon, because that's not only long, but most episodes suck. Like, I'm watching it right now. Most of it sucks. There's some good episodes. There's some really good episodes. But there's a lot of terrible episodes. Like, I'm not doing this again. Have I seen stories in the other media, like games or movies, that would be better as an anime? They'd be better as an anime? I mean, I would like to see a Gears of War anime. I'd like to see a World Trigger no, well, yeah. I'd like to see a Gears of War anime, or I'd like to see a World Trigger video game. That'd be fun. Or a Log Horizon video game. That'd be fun. Would you crack? No. Boss Baby? Haven't seen Boss Baby. Do I get sad or that empty feeling after watching an anime? Not once. That is something that I cannot relate to at all. When I finish an anime, it's like, okay, this was hopefully a good experience, hopefully a great experience, and then I know there's a million other really good shows to watch, or potentially, really good shows to watch, so I just move on to the next thing on my list, over and done. Like, I just move on. And how do I feel about Hina from Blue Box? Hina, well, oh yeah. Oh wait, Hina was the other girl, right? Chi was the main girl. She was the basketball player. Hina was the friend. I'm Team Hina. I'm Team Hina. No Indigo Louise. Indigo Louise. I have no idea. Wait. The Indigo League. You rewatched the Indigo League. Okay. So you didn't rewatch all of Pokemon, just Indigo. Now I understand. Makes sense. Do I think Avatar is top 5? I think Avatar is I think it's a masterpiece. Also, Betty's, thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. What anime that made you better? This is gonna sound really. I've answered this many times, and I think it's gonna be disappointing. But I don't think anime has really changed who I. At least, I don't think anime has changed my views or my perspective or my behavior or my mentality in any significant way. Like, I can see lessons being taught. Like, I can take away life lessons that are being shown in an anime. I can be moved emotionally, but like, has it changed me? Like, has it shifted my behavior or my views? I don't really think so. Have I rewatched? No, I've not rewatched. No, I'm watching Pokemon now for the full watch through right now, first time. I did rewatch Johto, and I rewatched Kanto. But I have not rewatched the others. And how do I keep such good and well-informed knowledge of anime without rewatching? The thing is, I don't always. Like, sometimes I can recall things in extreme detail from years ago. I have a reputation that I'm working on. I'm really bad with names. I'm really, really bad with names. So, that is something I'm actively trying to fix. But, I'm not going to remember every detail of every show. There's just no way. And the more shows I can't just keep going back to rewatch things to make sure I have a good recollection of every show I watch. Then I get nowhere. So I kind of just... I watch a show and I move on, and I try and remember as much as I can. You gotta go, Meaty, you just got here, man. You were just here. And Dutch will be back in 5 minutes. No problem, man. We'll be here. Rewatched Hunter x Hunter. I think I've rewatched it 3 times or so. 3-ish. 3, maybe 4. You do a good job keeping track of so much regardless. Yes, but it has been pointed out that my name skills really need some work, so I am trying to proactively work on that. That's probably my biggest weakness, is names. Spider-Man. So when you say Spider-Man 1, you mean Tobey Maguire, Green Goblin? That good movie. Fair enough. Good Tobey. Okay, fair enough. I understand. I get it. How you doing? Hall. What's good, man? I love Spider-Man. He's up there for me. I think the first movie is one of my favorites. I'd probably go with Spider-Man 2 as my favorite though. But I love Green Goblin. Love Tobey. Honestly, I love all the Spider-Mans, but totally understand. Have I watched Oshinoko? I have not, unfortunately. It is on my list, and it has been on my list for quite some time. Which Spider-Man do I prefer? Now, maybe it's just biased because of it's what I grew up on, but I just love Tobey Maguire. I like Tobey Maguire. My favorite Spider-Man is Spider-Man 2. With Doc Ock. That's my favorite. I like Tom. I like Andrew. It's just I think Tobey's just my Spider-Man. What is your favorite? I don't have a favorite. I don't have overall favorites. I can tell you about multiple shows. I can just name 5 anime that I think are good. World Trigger, Tokyo Ghoul, Mob Psycho, uh, Parasite, Snow White with Red Hair. Tobey Maguire is just better. Here's the thing: people like different actors for different reasons. I don't think there is an objective answer to this. I really don't. If you like one Spider-Man more than the other, it's fine. I'm aware that I might be biased. Let's see. What do I think is the best anime dropping at the moment? I would not say Jack of all trades. It's not Jack of all trades. I'm up to date on Jack of all trades. It's a decent show, but it's average. It's not doing anything anything spectacular or revolutionary. It's not doing anything that really stands out to me. It's just like it's passive entertainment. I would say, if we're talking that's actively coming out, I would say one of 3 things. It would either be Sentenced to be a Hero, The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-be Wife if you want something cozy, or maybe like Fate Strange Fake. But I'd probably go more with Sentenced to be a Hero. Welcome back, Dutch. My most watched is Chainsaw Man, Pokemon, or Airbender. Chainsaw Man is short, seems doable. A lot of people say Airbender. I have seen Airbender a few times, so I understand. Thank you, Sheriff, for the heart. Detective Conan, oh, you're funny. You rewatched One Piece with my son? Oh, well, that's a good, good dad. Good bonus points, good dad. You've rewatched Dragon Ball Super 2 times? I think I rewatched Super just to give it a second chance. I can't say I'm a huge Super fan. I'm not. Have I seen More Than a Married Couple? I have. I think it's decent. Not like better than average. Not spectacular, though. It's a little too immature for me. Have I ever once wished that a villain will win this time? I mean, sometimes. I was Team Meruem for a while. I still am, even though, if I could have a season that will come out later, Ippo. A new season of Ippo, please. But it's not coming. I know in my heart that the new season of Ippo will never be here. Just being honest with myself. Lelouch, you mean Code Geass, because Lelouch is not an anime. Best villain versus villain fight? Villain versus villain fight? I have to think on that. I don't know off the top of my head. Also depend, the thing is, what if the villain turned good and then fought another villain? Like, how do we define this? What are the parameters? Because like Zuko was a villain once, and then he switched sides and fought his sister. So if it's just villain v villain, that's a lot harder. Do I think Meruem's method of getting rid of oppression is good? I'm in favor. I'm in favor of it. Do it. I wouldn't stop him. Do I remember Appa's Lost Days? I do remember Appa's Lost Days. Those were sad times. Sad times indeed for Appa. It would probably be either Fairy Tail or Dragon Ball Z. I don't think I could rewatch all of Fairy Tail, because Fairy Tail has a mix of very, very good arcs and very, very bad arcs, and I don't need to go through that again. I rewatched Vinland Saga 8 times. It's good. It's not too long. I think 8 is a lot, though, but at least it's not long. Conan the thing is, was Conan still a villain? Yes, she was. Was Conan still a villain when she fought Obito, though? Was she really still a villain? Yes, she was a villain. I feel conflicted on that one. I guess. My Hero Academia when League of Villains. The Liberation fight. Okay. That is definitely villain v villain. That is villain v villain. So fair. Dune and Dune 2. I have not seen either of those or played either of those. 13? 13 what? Is that anime called 13? Would I like to have Nen in real life? No. We don't need Nen in real life. Terrible idea. Awful idea. Awful idea. I rewatch High School DxD every 3 months. That's might have a problem, dude. You might have a little bit of an addiction. Is it crazy if I rewatched One Piece 3 times? It means you have a lot of free time, because that's well over 3. That's like 3.5 thousand episodes, roughly, a little bit shy of that. That's a lot. That's a lot. Have I rewatched Breaking Bad? Oh, you've rewatched Breaking Bad the most. I have watched none of it. So nice job, man. You've watched a lot more than I have. You can't wait for next month. April's gonna get busy. April is going to get busy. The plot, the story, everything about it is so good, though. I mean, fair enough. I can't rewatch anything that much. That's a lot. If I could forget a series to, and I wouldn't. I don't want. I personally have no desire to go back and re-experience. I would rather just go forward. I am only looking forward. I'm only looking for something new going forward. You have bad memory. That's okay. No judgment. If you just like rewatching shows because you have trouble getting certain details to stick, that's okay. That's perfectly valid. Yes, I have seen the news about the new Avatar. It's looking pretty good so far from what I've seen. Did I like the prologue episode of Vinland Saga of Memories of the Future, or Memories of the Future? Vinland Saga. And anything Vinland Saga, I'm choosing over AOT. Every time. Vinland AOT, Vinland every time. Every time. It's not even a conversation. It's just not my vibe. I never watched Attack on Titan, but I read the manga. That's perfectly fine if you prefer to read, to watch. Sometimes you do both. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. You rewatched the most FMA 2003 all the way to Brotherhood. Such a fun binge. I mean, you're basically watching the same, well, almost the same story twice. But hey, that works. Get to see the old and the new. Did I hear about the new episode? I already saw that. Vinland Saga season 1 or 2. I prefer 2 as well. I love them both. I think the overall series is fantastic. But I'm definitely a season 2 guy. But you could probably tell that just because I prefer the wholesome slice of life cozy stuff, even though it's not exactly cozy. What do I recommend if I liked Avatar and Pokemon? Depends why you like them. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick something random like Digimon. And by the way, I'm a huge Digimon fan. I do genuinely recommend Digimon, like very much so. Vinland is definitely better written than AOT, but the suspense in AOT is something else. I'm not saying that AOT is bad by any means, or the suspense is not good. I just strongly prefer Vinland Saga. Digimon is such a good show. It is. It does depend more on like which like season, because it's very like separate. Like some of them are interconnected, some of them not so much. But yes, I agree. Let's see. What do I think about Boruto is missing that made Naruto popular? Pretty much every... Like, understand this. All the things that... Like, the cast is way worse. Like, all the best characters are severely downgraded or not there. The pacing... the pacing is a lot worse. Like, yes, the filler is kind of a different situation, Boruto to Naruto. Even though Naruto has plenty of filler, Boruto has plenty of filler, but the cast is worse, the story is worse, the pacing is worse, the animation is worse, a lot of the fights are worse, the music is not as good. Pretty much nothing is at least before Blue Vortex, because I haven't read Blue Vortex, I'm not there yet. I'll watch it when it comes out. Nothing Boruto has done, aside from like a couple of good fights, is at the level that I wanted. It's not at the level I want. Let's see. How you doing? We're doing pretty good at it. How you doing? So, like, here's the thing. I don't think Boruto, in general, is that bad. I think the anime does not do the manga justice. I'm hoping the Blue Vortex kind of makes up for where it fell short in the anime. And we'll, hopefully, you know? You started Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and it's awesome. You're on episode 8. So you said Brotherhood. So episode 8, if you're on episode 8, have you gotten to that? I guess the corrupt church. I think 8 is around the corrupt church. The manga is good, but the anime is not bad. The anime is not. I mean, I'm sure the manga is good. I'm hoping it's good. I haven't read it. All the Naruto characters got nerfed. The thing is, I don't really care about the power scaling side of things. It's just a lot of the best characters get left on the wayside. Like Gara really got downgraded. Rock Lee got downgraded. I'm happy Mike Guy is still around, even though he's in a wheelchair. Like I'm happy he's still there. I actually like Sasuke more currently. Are you currently in the Ippo manga? No, I only watched the anime multiple times, by the way. But no, I'm not reading it. 8 episodes isn't the corrupt church yet. I'm pretty sure. I know the corrupt church is early on in the show. I just forgot exactly what episode. 8 is past the corrupt church. Okay, so like some people are. I know that the church is really early into the show. I just don't remember exactly what episode, but it's close to the start. It's pretty close. So I'm not too far off. I might be off by a little bit, but I'm not too far off. How you doing, Gary? Kakashi's still fine in Boruto. I mean, he's barely there. I mean, I guess, but he's there a little bit. He was there a little bit. He has some cool moments. Okay, so you're past that. You just learned the Philosopher's Stone require. Okay, so you just learned the first layer of truth about the Philosopher's Stone. Got it. It's around there. You're not. Yeah, I knew I was right there. I knew I was close. What is my favorite anime arc? I will never have a favorite anime arc. I will never have a favorite arc. I've seen nearly 1,000 shows. Picking a favorite arc in one show is hard enough. Yeah, it's impossible. I like Avatar because of the friend group, and it felt like a family. Well, it kind of is a family because, the ending, the whole marriage and kids thing. But yes, what if Neji didn't die? Then I think it would have been worse. I think Neji's conclusion in the Ninja War was brilliantly done. I actually just did a video on that today, so go watch it if you haven't. You just wait. Shallow. Are you talking to Shadow or are you talking to me? Because I've seen Brotherhood multiple times. I already know what happens. How you doing? Oh, we're doing good, Gary. How you doing? How you doing, man? Let's see. What's the question of the day? What anime have you rewatched the most? Favorite Digimon? It would depend on the context of the question. Like for what purpose? Like, I don't think could be Guillemon, could be Magnamon, could be Omnimon, could be Gallantmon, kind of depends. Kuma is he is one of the 7 warlords introduced in the Thriller Bark arc of One Piece. Let's all agree that Akatsuki is the best villain group. I feel like they're a strong contender. I sometimes say they are. I don't always. I kind of go back and forth. But I think they're a contender. Okay, so you're talking to Shadow. Fair enough. Just had to make sure that you're talking to Shadow. Kuma's always the bear from Tekken to me. I mean, I haven't played Tekken. The only thing I've seen from Tekken is that one time they had a Tekken character in Ninja Storm. Let's see, have I watched Bleach? Yeah, I've seen it twice, actually. Have I ever watched Death Note? I have. You want to see the manipulator of... I wanted to see the manipulator of light. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Like, you wanted to see light manipulate people? I mean, he's okay. He's okay. Not my favorite. Favorite Bankai? Probably Shinji's. Can I give me an anime suggestion with 0 fan service easily? Very, very easily. Do you have a genre preference? The Akatsuki had so much potential, but they did split duos? Yeah, for efficiency. Yes, it makes sense that they did split duos. I heard every character in the whole show is in the Marineford arc. Nope. Nope. But both, even if you're excluding like post time skip, like only focusing on pre time skip, that is incorrect. There's a large amount of characters in the Marineford arc, but no, not everybody is going to be there. That's physically not. Yeah, that's not possible. Would I use the Death Note? No, I would not. I'm very anti Death Note. Like, I don't believe anyone should have that kind of authority or power. Even if you think you're doing good now. Am I going to watch Season 2 of One Piece live action? Yes, I will. Absolutely. Absolutely. Favorite power system? Nen and Alchemy, easily my tied for first. Tied for first. You would overuse the Death Note? I'm not surprised, and that's why you can't have it. That's why you can't have it. I don't trust you guys with a Death Note. None of you are getting one. None of you are getting a Death Note. In what religion do I believe? None. Favorite devil fruit? Kuma's. The Nikyu Nikyu no Mi. Naruto deserved a remake more than One Piece. I mean, I I'm not against like a remastered Naruto, but I also don't think it needs it. Like, here's the thing. I don't think Naruto needs it as much as One Piece. Because the biggest issue with One Piece is the pacing. Naruto, yeah, there's a lot of filler. But if you skip the filler, which, you can't really in One Piece because it's stuck in the middle of canon episodes, it's a great series. It still holds up, in my opinion. I asked for an anime suggestion with no fan service. Okay, so Shonen. All right. No fan service. I would pick World Trigger. Don't think World Trigger has any. Rather have Kuma's Devil Fruit or Shinji's Bankai? I'd rather none. Like, okay, I'll answer both. I'll answer both ways. Do not give me superpowers. Do not give me superpowers. I don't want any. Between those two, Kuma's. Marine Forward is pre-time. Yes, Marine Forward is pre-time skip. Marine Forward is pre-time skip. Not too far before it. Not too far before pre-time skip, but like it is pre-time skip. Hell's Paradise, so far it's pretty good. I am up to date on it. I think it's really good. I'm enjoying myself. The last episode was solid. Have I seen Assassination Classroom? Of course I have. I'm waiting on the new movie right now. The new movie is coming soon, guys. I think it's coming out in, was it 8 days? Or a couple weeks? I know it's soon. I know the new movie is coming soon. I practiced Zabuza's hand signs and I forgot about our exam. So wait, you had like a school exam and you forgot to study because you were doing this, dude. You're not gonna be able to use the water vortex jutsu and just flood your school. Go study. Come on. There's gonna be a live. I'm live right now. I'm gonna be alive. I'm live right now. Goku solos fiction. No, he doesn't. He doesn't solo his own verse. Okay. Don't know why. I hate you guys, man. I mean, I hate the Goku solos people. Which type of hockey would you have in real life? None. I don't want hockey. If you're asking me to pick a favorite, then probably observation. But ideally, give me none. It's low-key addicting. The hand sign thing? I mean, as a kid, I remember... I think I probably did as a kid. Being honest, I probably did it as a kid. Favorite stand from JoJo's? Easily going to be Harvest. Definitely going to be Harvest from Part 4. Autocorrect and messed up what you were going to say? That's okay. I was just teasing you. I was just teasing you. It's okay. Tensura? Good first 2 seasons. The third was okay. Third was not that great. You can use observation hockey for gambling. I'm very anti. I don't like gambling. I stay away from gambling. So yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Even okay, you can use it to win. You see I'm not doing that. You can't stand the anime. You can't stand anime T-shirts. Personally, I don't really care how other people dress. It just makes no difference to me. You could be dressed like, in a very interesting way, I guess, and I won't care. If you're a cool person, you're fine. A kid in the back of English class was yelling out Naruto attacks. We all had that one guy, I'm sure. That you know what? Relatable. I'm sure we all know at least one. I mastered all of Sasuke's ninjutsu and genjutsu and what hand signs to use. That's okay. That's dedication. Dedication. That's dedication. Kengan Asura or Baki? I don't like. I've never seen Kengan Asura, and I didn't like Baki at all. I did not like Baki at all. So I'm just gonna go with Kengan by default because it can't be much worse. The original Neon Genesis, I dropped it immediately. Couldn't do it. I took no pleasure watching it. Favorite domain expansion? I don't really have a favorite domain. I will say, because I don't have a favorite domain expansion, favorite curse technique is going to be the Boogie Woogie. Easily, not even part of the conversation, Boogie Woogie. We all have that one friend who spoils the plot twist. No, I do not, because if my friends spoil the plot twist, they're not really my friends, so I don't talk to those people. Baroque Works, Buggy, Smoker, Seven Warlords, and Admirals. Baroque Works, not all of them are going to be there. Some of them are going to be there. Smoker will be there. Seven Warlords, yeah, they will be there. You've rewatched Minions 10 times, so you really like the Minions. I think I've seen the Minions once. My friends and I like to do Kamehameha Clash. My friends don't. Gotta say, my friends are pretty like when it comes to watching anime. My friends are very much like me, where we just kind of sit there quietly, having a good time, just vibing. There's not really that much, weird stuff going on. We're just very, very chill about it. You're currently playing a strategy game where I take over the world. Stop it. Can we all jump Rachel from Tower of God? Depends in what context you mean. If you mean like kick her off the tower, I have been seen on stream regularly saying kick Rachel off the tower. She's terrible. JoJo's. I've only seen JoJo's the one time. Like I've seen part 1, 2, 3, and 4 one time each. I'm not rewatching it. Haven't started part 5 yet. And why didn't they complain about Dragon Ball's pacing but complain about One Piece? Because One Piece's pacing is worse than Dragon Ball's. I've watched both multiple times, and I definitely think One Piece's pacing is a lot worse than Dragon Ball's. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say like the 10, 15 episodes of fighting Frieza and the screaming and the power ups. I mean, there's Dragon Ball Z Kai, which putting that aside and just looking at Z, it's more fun than going through One Piece's pacing. It is. I think it's worse than One Piece. Thoughts on Chainsaw Man ending soon? I'm indifferent. Like I'm enjoying the series. When it's over, I won't really be mad because then I just move on to the next thing. So I'm good with it. When it's done, it's done. Thoughts on getting mainstream. I don't know what you mean by like what's getting mainstream. Did I hear about Sakura agenda? I don't. Are you talking like what Sakura? Which Sakura? What agenda are you referring to? Because there's many characters named Sakura, and I don't know which agenda you're talking about. Any anime suggestion that has 5 episodes or something and is 5 episodes? 5? I don't know a lot of stuff with 5 episodes. I mean, there's Cyber 6, but it got, there's Cyber 6, which I think is 8 or 9 episodes. One Piece has 0.7 chapters per episode. It's rough. It's rough. Is One Piece political? If you have watched One Piece and you say it's not political, then I don't know. If you think it's not political, you are actively not paying attention to anything. You are just watching punches and that's it. Because the entire story is super political. Favorite Nen ability? Probably Morel's the smoke powers. Just it's convenient for stealth, for escape, for jumping somebody. It's just it's just so multitasking and interesting. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood always rewatch. It's solid. It's a solid rewatch. Takapi's Original Sin has I haven't seen Original Sin, so I couldn't choose that. Steins Gate only has 20. I could not finish Steins Gate. Any movie. I mean, just any movie. Okay, I can do movies. If you just want, I can do movies. I want to eat your pancreas. Sinbad has the best rewatch. Adventures of Sinbad. Adventures of Sinbad is great, and it's short. It's great, it's short, it's fun from start to finish. Absolutely. Have I considered creating your own manga? No. Because 1, time. 2, skill. I can write. I cannot draw for the life of me. And even if I wanted to, let's say I was really that committed, it would mean putting aside the time and the money to hire an artist and pay them properly for their work, which I don't have the time or funds to do that. So or a strong desire to make it happen. So no. One Piece is very Marxist. Let's see. The anime studio that created Naruto purposely made Sakura annoying rather than the manga. Sakura's really not that annoying. Sakura has annoying scenes, but I think Sakura hate is very overdone. It's really overdone at this point. Black Clover is returning. Yes, it is coming back in the fall. Do I happen to be from Staten Island? Nope, I have not. I've been to Staten Island one time, many, many years ago. We all thought Kurapika was a girl. Nope, I did not. Kurapika seemed like a boy to me. But then again, I don't really, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but never really got the impression of them being a girl. Should I start JoJo's? I'd say it's worth the watch, yes. York Nuseti or Chimera. And honestly, I go back and forth. I have done streams where I've picked Chimera Ant. I've done streams where I pick York New. Last time I picked York New. This time I'll pick Chimera Ant. I just go back and forth. One Piece is very marked. They fixed Black Clover animation in the Blu-ray. I didn't really have many complaints about the animation. There's a couple of scenes throughout the anime which, like, okay, I can see where there's valid criticism, but overall I didn't have a problem with it. I rewatched SAO like 6 times. No, I dropped it. I don't think SAO is good. I don't think it's good. Is Invincible on my watch list? I have 2 episodes left. I'm pretty far in. I'm working on my own manga. As an anime enjoyer, what would I need in my opinion to stand out? The thing is, it's not about the idea, it's about the execution. Because you hear, like, you see in my stream, right, that do you prefer a morally complex villain who was, like, originally good but then traumatized and turned evil, or someone who's always evil, someone who has all these dark motivations, or someone who just enjoys the fun of the game? Do I enjoy, like, a simple, straightforward series, or do I enjoy, like, a very story-rich where everything matters and everything's interconnected? So, like, comparing Demon Slayer to One Piece kind of deal. I think it comes down to taking any idea and executing it well. Now, how do you execute that? How do you execute that well? Kind of depends on the context, and I'm not sure I'm the best person to be giving that feedback, as I don't really read. I can give my feedback as an anime watcher, but I'm not like I don't really read much, so I don't think I'm the best person to be guiding your manga. Marxism, racism, hierarchy, corruption, so much political. But yeah, of course, One Piece is hyper political for sure. Is Gachakuda good? I would say yes. It was one of the best new series of last year. Which anime world would I like to visit? Probably Food Wars during like the food festivals. Watching Brotherhood might drop it. I mean, it's your preference, man. But I personally love it. I'm just, people like different stuff, I guess. Do I think Solo Leveling is the type of anime where you turn your brain off? Yes. Yes, I do. It is good entertainment. Solo Leveling is good entertainment, but there's not really a lot of story at this point. It's not very there's not a lot of development in the cast. There's not a lot of details you need to pay super high attention to. Most things are very straightforward and explained quite clearly. There's not really a lot of nitty gritty. I think you can just pretty much sit back and enjoy. Did I like Kobe's speech at Marineford? Yes. Yes, I did. I love Kobe as a character. Have I watched Superbad? Yes, I have seen Superbad. It was a long time ago. Don't ask me any details, but yes, I've seen it. Do I prefer old gen or new gen? It's all the same. Yes, there's differences, like art style wise, and maybe like there might be some artistic differences, but like they're all this, like in terms of enjoyment, they're all the same. Haikyuu, okay, I've seen Haikyuu a few times as well. First season of Brotherhood is so boring. I disagree. I just disagree. I love first season. I loved every season. Have I watched the sequel of Sinbad? Maji came out first, and then Sinbad came out, and that was the prequel. So, yes, I have. I've seen both. Gachakuda is very good. I agree completely. Is it true you were banned from... Okay. Ignoring you. What... Yeah, don't worry. Anthony, Shadow's just a deranged lunatic from Discord. He's fine. What was the first of the big 3 that I watched? Naruto. Yeah, Naruto. It was Naruto. Because it came out first. Who is my favorite character from Seven Deadly Sins? I would say Escanor by far. It's not even close. Escanor carried the series. Ranking of Kings is fantastic, but I've only seen it the one time. I didn't know that. I just assumed because we see older Sinbad, Maji, if I'm not... Yeah, so, we see Sinbad in Maji, but, Adventures of Sinbad came out after Maji. How do I feel about Naruto series? I think it's great. I rewatched it probably around 4 or 5 times. The whole thing. But the whole thing, by the way. All 720 episodes. Can I suggest a funny movie besides Superbad? So... Not sure how helpful I'm going to be here. Because, one, I don't watch many movies, though I do watch some. I almost never watch comedy. Like my comedy selection is going to be like non-existent. Uh, School of Rock. I love School of Rock. That's a classic. Uh, let's see. I want to portray my own personal themes in my manga, but I want it to be the biggest in the West. Aiming big, I see. Aiming big. I mean, a lot of people take inspiration from their own life, but don't just try. I mean, like, I think it's fine to take inspiration from the things around you in your environment, but like, I don't know how to give you guidance on something I don't do. Like, I'm not a right like. I've never written a manga. I've written short stories. I've written poetry. I've written speeches, but I've never written a manga. What was the first anime I've ever seen? Dragon Ball. It was before the internet. That's what we had. We had Dragon Ball. We had Yu-Gi-Oh! We had Pokemon. We had all those, all the big shows from the 90s. And how do I feel about people dunking on Studio Pierrot for Sakura's character? If you mean like Sakura from Naruto, I mean, I think I don't even get the Sakura hate. It makes no sense to me. I don't get it. Like I can find her annoying at times, but overall her character development is actually really good. I'm fuming. My favorite femboy TikToker Mickey. Okay. JT, I don't know what you want me to do about your favorite femboy. Sakura. Yeah, I like Sakura. I think Sakura's character development is good. I like her. I think the hate is ridiculous. I'm planning on doing a video on Sakura's hate because I think it's so overblown. Thoughts on Made in Abyss? This is going to piss off my chat because I am still on episode 1. I have not touched it in months. Not because I think it's bad, but because I've just been watching other things. Still on the first episode. You low-key got distracted. Did I say I watched Pokemon Sun and Moon? Nope, I am not on Sun and Moon. I am still on Diamond and Pearl. I am like 110 episodes into Diamond and Pearl, or a little bit past that. So I have like another 80 episodes to go. I'm making my way through. I'm doing pretty good. JJK or Demon Slayer, JJK clears. Let's see. You watched Code Geass? I dropped it. Couldn't do it. I mean, like, I forced my way through the first season, but then I just burnt out. Why not jump to XYZ Best Pokemon Series? Easy. Because that's skipping a lot. Like, I'm watching all of Pokemon. I'm watching the whole thing. Every episode, every movie, all of it. We're doing all of it. How do I feel about One Punch Man Season 3? It's not good. It was not good. I did not enjoy it. But I also didn't like Season 2. What do I think about Boruto? Not good. The anime, not good. The manga, I've heard better things. I haven't read it. I just hear things through the grapevine. But I know that it's very different from the anime, and I understand why. It's just, anime was not worth it. About Boruto's... in the anime, I do not like Boruto. If we're just talking Boruto as a character, like, in the anime, I do not like Boruto. Maybe he'll grow on me in Blue Vortex. What's my favorite arc? In what anime? Do you have a particular anime you want my favorite arc from? Why don't I read manga? Because I don't remember a single thing that I read. In one eye, out the other, I guess. Doesn't stick. So reading a manga doesn't. I won't remember it. Aria the animation is a feel good slice of life. I've heard of it several times. I haven't seen it yet. Favorite villain? Meruem. Meruem has been my pick for the longest time, and it probably won't change for a while. Guts has the sass backstory. I disagree. I think it's plenty sad. I'm sticking with Kuma. I will die on that hill. So Anthony, I will never have a favorite arc. That is a question that in my brain does not make any sense. It does not make any sense. Because the more anime you watch, it becomes more and more impossible. I can't. How many animes have I seen? We're closing in on 1,000. We're really close to 1,000 now. Because I'm going to be finishing up close to a dozen series in the next 2 weeks. Well, next 3 weeks. Because I'm going away on a trip soon. So closer to 3 weeks. You highly recommend Aria. I mean, eventually. Just not soon. Because I can only watch so much at a time. Kuma from One Piece. Anohana, I have seen. I think it's decent. Uh, it's better than decent. I was not emotionally crushed, but I know it emotionally crushes other people. What have I rewatched the most? Naruto for me back in the day, and I don't rewatch it anymore, but I've rewatched it in the past. Do I never read a webtoon or manhwa? I'm not gonna say I never have in my life, but do I read any now? No. I'm doing zero fictional reading at this point in time. Like, how you doing, edits? Welcome in. When you go to your trip, will I be able to stream? I will not be able to dual stream. I will tell you right now. I will tell you right now. I will not be able to Twitch stream. I will not be able to dual stream while I am over there. It'll strictly be a one platform streaming, and I don't even know what time yet because I don't know what my work hours are going to be. How many times have I rewatched Hunter x Hunter? Roughly three, maybe four. How long is the San Diego trip? It's going to be 7 to 8 days. So let's just say a week, give or take a week. Why do I think Boku, you're funny? Let's see. Have I watched? Man, you guys are terrible. Erased had the potential to be a 10 on 10, but then the ending ruined it massively. So, I don't think the ending was ruined. I think the ending for Erased is rushed. I think it's done very quickly. I think it is predictable, but I don't think the predictable part makes it bad. I think the rushed part does subtract a little bit from it. I don't think it was ruined. I somewhat disagree there. Shino has so much potential, but I don't get too much attention but doesn't get too much attention by the author. I love Shino. I think Shino is great. I would love to see more content around him, for sure. Say hello to my uncle. He lives in San Diego. I don't think I'll be seeing him. I'll be working the whole time. And what do I think about Eminence and Shadow? I think it was terrible. I did not enjoy Eminence and Shadow at all. There was a couple of moments here and there, like Mundane Man. Okay, I enjoyed Mundane Man a little bit, but overall, did not like it. I'm not continuing. I'm not continuing. With Boruto anime, Boruto's anime adaptation wasn't good. I would agree. I think that it failed to do its job. Just you wait, the Eastland War arc of Vinland Saga Season 3. Don't tell me what's going to happen in Season 3. I don't know. Don't tell me any details about Vinland Season 3, because I don't know anything. So shush you. Don't ruin that for me. One Piece or Naruto? Depends. Naruto's anime, One Piece's story. Is anyone in this chat also British? Very likely. I mean, there's only we only have around 17, 20 people in chat right now, combined. So, it's not a busy time. We might have a few. If there's one message you could tell the rest of the world, what would it be? I could just say the One Piece is real, which would be fine. I would say, honestly, take care of your health. Take care of yourself. You're worth it. Take care of your health. You're worth it. I'm British. There you go. You got a Brit right there. If there's one message, he also got nerfed on board. I don't care about the nerfing. The nerfing doesn't really bother me too much as long as it makes sense in the story. The power scaling, I don't care about. I'm not that low of a person. I was just saying the Eastland. I didn't even know there was a war arc coming, though. I didn't know there was a war arc. I know nothing. I didn't know anything. That's what I'm saying. Right now, things are good. I was not expecting to jump into a war arc right now. So that's what I mean. Bro is allergic to spoilers. I don't want to be spoiled, man. I don't want spoilers. You know how many do you know how many times someone in chat has said something and then either that spoiled an anime for them, or I answered a question as someone was scrolling in and that accidentally ruined it. I don't like spoiling. Code Geass, I wasn't into it. Tried it a few times, couldn't do it. I couldn't finish. I could not finish. Climber, no, I have not read it. Safe to say, 99.9% of the anime you name, I have not read. We're doing pretty good. Dark, how you doing? Welcome back in. Let's see, Death Note. I've rewatched Death Note a few times. You really hate Mecha? No, because I like Eureka 7. I like Big Bang Bravern. I like Iron-Blooded Orphans. I like Metabots, even though it's not it's not like mecha suits, but it's robots. But I just don't like most. Fair enough, but that's just what the new arc was called. I mean, I was probably gonna find out eventually, but I just don't. I don't want any details because I literally don't know a single thing that's about to happen. Not one. The arc could be very different than its name. I mean, honestly, the fact that the arc is called Eastland War makes me feel like there's gonna be a war. Go to a movie theater and spoil them, and no, don't be that person. Brotherhood, fair enough. I've seen that a few times as well. I know when Boruto's anime returns, they are going seasonal route, which I'm happy. Yes, it is. Boruto is much better off being a seasonal show than an ongoing show, a weekly. Do I like Gurren Lagann? No. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. You love rewatching every anime I watch? I can't. Then I get nowhere. If I have to rewatch every anime I've seen twice, I get nowhere. Yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. That's a no for me. I have not seen Devil May Cry. That is one that gets like mentioned a lot. Doesn't seem that. I mean, maybe I'll try it one day. It just hasn't really caught me. Hasn't really grabbed my interest at this point in time. Have I seen The Legend of Galactic Heroes? I have not. I know of it. I've heard quite a few people talk about it, but no, I haven't. Any good adventure anime besides One Piece? There's literally thousands of them. Literally thousands. You could go with Maji. Maji's a good one. World Trigger is another good one. Free Rent's another. Beyond Journey's End. Yeah, that's another adventure. The Office 17. The Office 17 times? I at that point, like, there's gotta be, like, at that point, I'm just saying the line. I'm not even laughing at the line. I'm just like part of the cast at that point. Why is Orochimaru not arrested at Boruto? They decided to give him a sort of pardon where he would use his research to benefit the village because, like, they figured that he'd be better off contributing to the village going forward rather than sitting in prison when he's quite intelligent and quite, like, his knowledge would benefit the village. So instead of arresting him and having him rot away, they gave him a sort of pardon, kind of, supervision, limitations and stuff. Streaming anime Q&A is like tap dancing on a minefield when it comes to spoilers. Not really, because I will, like, if I'm going to answer a question that contains spoilers, I will say, like, hey, I'm about to give a spoiler on this thing. If someone comes into my chat and just starts spewing spoilers, I am going to ban them because we don't need those people here. And yes, I am Canadian. Evangelion couldn't do it. Bakugan was solid. Would Horimiya and Psyche... You watched Horimiya and Psyche 12 times each? I just... My brain can't wrap my head around that. Not the volume, but, like, the enjoyment of it. Like, at that point. Name one anime that I enjoyed so much without having prior expectations. I never have prior expectations. When I go in to watch a series, I go in blank. I don't watch any trailers. I don't ask for people's opinions. I don't read reviews. I sometimes don't even read a synopsis. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just clicking on something random today, or I have something on my list from like a million years ago. Like, okay, we're watching this now. I go in completely blank. And that's why I don't say anything about Boruto's time skip, because, yeah, exactly. I am anime only. I know nothing about... Well, I don't know nothing. I know some of the details about Blue Vortex, but I don't know a lot. Have I met Drake? No. Why would I have met Drake? I also don't like his music. Favorite romance? Snow White with red hair, easily. And have I heard of More Than a Married Couple? I have seen it. It's decently good. It's fine. Like... Not great, but enjoyable enough. Like, I'd watch the next season. Higehiro about 20 times. 20 times is kind of insane. That's insane. Your Blue Vortex is gonna get the Shippuden in 2026, maybe, possibly. We'll see. How you doing, Nick? What's good? If you mean the time skip, then yes, I am aware of that. I am aware of that. Like I do know Boruto's gonna go through a time jump. Fate Apocrypha. Okay, Fate Apocrypha. I still need to watch. I have seen Strange. I'm watching Strange Fake. I have seen all of Fate Stay Night, and yeah, I haven't seen Apocrypha. Favorite anime girl? Probably Shirayuki. Yeah, Shirayuki. Avatar. Oh, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes, solid pick. Solid pick. How many times did you see it? Can I recommend an unknown anime? There's no such thing in my chat. You guys seem to know a lot of it. I'll just pick Well, what's on my list that's unknown? Like, what do people not know at all? How much time do I have? Okay, I have like 20 minutes. Okay, what is an unknown series on my list that you guys probably don't? You know what? I don't see any of you. I literally see none of you mention Dot Hack. I literally see none of you mention the Dot Hack series. So I'm gonna say that there's Dot Hack Liminality, Quantum, Root, Sign, Unison, like the dot. Not doll. Dot, like period, like a period. Dot hack. That think SAO, but old school. Like it's the OG SAO. You want trapped in a video game like kind of thing? That's the OG. Like that predates SAO. SAO made it a lot bigger. Dot hack came before it. Is your anime list on the Discord? No, it is not. A few of my like top choices by genre are, but my anime list is not on Discord. Do I use Crunchyroll? I do not. My roommate does. So when I'm watching anime with him, we do use his Crunchyroll. Thoughts on Rising Impact? Haven't seen it. It's the golf anime, but I haven't touched it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters is solid. Off topic, but what games do I play usually? Well, currently on Twitch, we are streaming Mass Effect Andromeda. Despite the bad reviews, I actually think it's not bad. It's not great. It's not as good as the original, but I'm having a decent time. Is this like only anime? No, you can, I can say because this channel is mostly anime content, most answers will be anime, but you don't have to feel like you can only say anime. Like someone said The Office 17 times. Thoughts on Solo Leveling? It's entertaining if you just want to sit back, relax, and watch cool fight scenes. It does that very well. I'm not really a manga reader. I'm pretty much an exclusive anime watcher at this point in time. I heard this Dot Hack anime is pretty good. It is. It's gonna be. The thing is, it's very like old school. So if you are very used to like modern animation, fast paced, high action, like very like sword art, like Solo Leveling kind of vibes, it's not gonna look like that. It's not gonna feel like that. So it's just very, very different aesthetically, pacing, style. So it might throw you off a bit. Thank you for the follow, Ginger Ale. Definitely not One Piece, right? I mean, I like One Piece. I like One Piece. I rewatched all of Transformers every Transformers movie like 50 times. But are you saying like the live action Transformers movies? Or are you counting like every animated movie as well? Have I seen Togen Anki and do I like it? I have not seen it, so I can't tell you yet. I have not seen the live action. I haven't seen season 2 One Piece yet. I have not seen the live action yet. I think I've watched Full Metal once every few years. I mean, that's fair enough because you have some like cool down time. You're not just rewatching it a million times. What is my favorite live action film? Probably Infinity War or Freedom Riders. I really like Freedom Riders. Let's see. I think people don't like Andromeda because it comes after some of the greatest games ever made. Here's the thing. Like, one of the reasons that I believe that Andromeda got such harsh feedback is because it is not as good as the original trilogy. It does not compete with the original Mass Effect trilogy. It doesn't. Not in the story, not the gameplay, not the anime, not the art, not the music, nothing is at that level. I'm having a decent time, but it's just not that. It's not there. What I say, shonen anime are kind of cringe. I mean, I can say that about any genre. I could say any genre could be cringe. I think it's just you guys, my audience, tends to watch primarily shonen. I think you guys are very into like the shonen esque like genre, and if you expand more outward, you'll see like there's plenty of other stuff. What genre of game is Andromeda? It is a science fantasy. Well, more like okay, it's closer to science fiction, but there's also science fantasy. It's like a kind of a mix of both. Would I rather also like a shooter RPG game? Would I rather live with Orochimaru for a week or live with Kurotsuchi for a week? Easily Orochimaru. That's not even close. Like that's not even a question. Why argue if the creators are friends? One Piece, Naruto. I mean, you mean well, like why do the fans argue when the creators are friends? Because the fans are sometimes very stupid. I'm just going to be honest. People fight over nothing. People fight over nonsense. They bicker over these things when the authors don't care about it, or it's really just some of the most ridiculous nonsense ever. The fan base is doing all this toxic nonsense. The authors are just chilling. They're friends. They like each other. They take inspiration. It's like, you copied him. It's like, no, I'm proud. Like, I took inspiration. They did a great job. It's you guys. It's straight up sci-fi. There's science. I mean, there's definitely some science fantasy in there. The trilogy is unbeatable, and in my opinion, is a huge missed opportunity in the film field. Here's the thing: could they make a good Mass Effect movie? Potentially. I mean, I'd be down for it. There's actually a Mass Effect anime that I haven't seen yet. There is a Mass Effect anime. And have I seen Windbreaker? Yes, I have. It is very, very good. Very good. Name a character for an edit. I don't watch edits, so I'm going to let my chat jump in and help you there, because I don't watch edits ever. Like, ever. I have one channel on my TV, and that often has the Transformers movies. Oh, very nice, very nice. I don't really have any channels. I just have, my roommate has Crunchyroll and Netflix. Chainsaw Man, haven't seen one. I've seen Chainsaw Man. It's pretty good. Favorite JRPG? I can't say I've played many, man. I think, I don't remember the last time I played a JRPG. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know, because I've played a lot of MMORPGs. I've played a lot of I've played Fallout. I played Mass Effect. I played Skyrim. I played a lot of RPGs, but not a lot of JRPGs. What romance should you watch? Sign of Affection. I have rewatched One Piece 2 times, so like 2,230-ish episodes. That's a decent bit. Have I watched JJK? If so, how did I feel when that character is no longer there? I mean, here's the thing. At first I didn't care for him that much. Like, I liked him, but he was like, okay. Then they made him really cool for a very short period of time, and now they're not there anymore. And it's like, they really hyped him up right before taking him away. But at the same time, he's still not my favorite character. So it was a loss, but I wasn't crushed. I felt worse for Itadori, though. What's your favorite genre? Cozy, wholesome, slice of life stuff. Definitely easygoing. Nope, I have not played Final Fantasy. I've actually never, ever played any of the Final Fantasy games. I know that's insane. I just never played them. No, I didn't avoid them. I didn't just say, nah, I'll pass. Just never did. Have I watched Kakegurui? I have not. Yet. So far, the only anime I rewatched is Bleach, which is surprising because Bleach is not a short series to rewatch, and there's a lot of episodes in the filler arcs especially. I don't know if you watched the filler arcs twice because those weren't great. The first time I watched One Piece on the second with my friend. Oh, nice. So you dragged someone else into it. So Yu Yu Hakusho, I couldn't do it. The ending just bored me. It was annoying. I got stuck pretty early on. It might take me a few attempts to possibly get past that. I'm not sure if I can. You rewatched Pokemon Sun and Moon 3 times. I am still on Diamond and Pearl. I am very, very, very far from Sun and Moon. You skipped the filler. Also, I don't mind the big number of episodes because Bleach is your favorite. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I rewatched One Piece as well, so like, uh, I get the. If you have a good time, it doesn't matter. Sakamoto Days, I've probably watched more times than I can remember. I dropped Sakamoto Days halfway through. It was the same thing, like over and over again. Someone new shows up to the store. They realize it's Sakamoto. They think he's cool. Tried to kill him. Da da da. And then they become good. And I just got bored. Silent Voice is your top 3 romance. Fair enough. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. Final Fantasy X is peak. I'm not against that. I'm glad you like it. I have no experience. I have no experience whatsoever. Not watching, not playing. I have no exposure to Final Fantasy. Should I skip the fillers in Bleach? You can. You can. I don't think a lot of it is good. Thoughts on Dragon Ball live action? We don't talk about that. It doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Would I believe someone if they said they rewatched the entirety of Dragon Ball? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? That's not even that's a good amount, but it's not. People here rewatch One Piece multiple times. There's someone in chat who watched The Office 17 times. Rewatching Dragon Ball is nothing compared to that. How you doing, Dio Brando? What's good? 17. 17. I think they've gone at that point. They are they know all the lines of all the characters. They're just rehearsing the episodes. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. They're just rehearsing the episodes at that point. They know the show better than the cast does. What anime has the best filler? To be honest, I've only watched the filler of a few anime. I usually skip filler now. I might just say Naruto because that's one of the few episodes. That's one of the few times where I've seen all the filler, and some of them are bad, some of them are good. Not saying all the filler is good, but I usually skip filler at this point in my life. Who do I like more, Mob or Deku? I think Deku. I think I like Deku more. Kung Fu Panda. So you really like Kung Fu Panda. So rewatching all the Kung Fu Panda movies or just like the first one? You also watched The Office 4 times. The thing is, 4 times is already a lot. Like, four is a lot. 17? The Office is not a short series. It's not like 2 seasons. 17. That person is watching that person is binge watching The Office every day of their life. Did you like One Piece live action? I haven't seen the new season, but yes. The first season, yes. Mob Psycho doesn't get talked about enough. I disagree. I hear in my chat people mention Mob Psycho every single day. I love the series too. I think it's great. I recommend it highly, but it definitely gets plenty of love. The Office has like 9 seasons. I don't even know. I've never watched The Office. That's going to set some people off. Rewatched is watching anime and then reading the manga from start count. I mean, there's rewatching and rereading. So like if you want to if there's separate things. Rereading the manga and rewatching the anime are just completely separate things. If you want to say you watched the anime this many times, but you read the manga this many times, that's fine. You tried watching Cyberpunk like 4 times, but fell asleep on episode 5. I mean, no. That's multiple attempts, but not multiple completions. Have I seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I have seen a few episodes back in 2019. I never, sat through it. I've seen probably around a dozen episodes or so. I mean, it was funny. I enjoyed what I saw. Finding Nemo, I watched it the one time. I enjoyed it. I just never rewatched it. I do not have a favorite. I am just a general enthusiast of many shows. Samurai Champloo is also on my list. I have not yet, haven't gone to it yet. I will. Just, even though it's been out for a very, 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 very long time, so it sounds like I'm lying, but I'm not. I'm not lying. I will eventually try it. Pokemon Origins, fantastic. Pokemon Origins, it's great. It's short. I think I just watched it the one time. I think I only watched it the one time. Have I seen? I already read that one. Anime, I rewatched JoJo's, Mob Psycho, and Mashal. lots of very similar kind of vibes there, like very very similar shows. I get it. I think you have a type. You rewatched Lego Ninjago a lot too. Ninjago is something that I saw the commercials of as a kid. I even remember I remember the commercial. They had a All American Rejects with the song "Move Along." That was the commercial, right? But I never watched it. Thank you for the heart, Ben. I appreciate that. Let's see. You rewatched Seven Deadly Sins the most. I'm not rewatching Seven Deadly Sins. I like Seven Deadly Sins. I'm not rewatching it. It. I'm not putting myself like maybe the first two seasons are doable, but 3 and 4 are not. What's my opinion on the One Punch Man hate? I think season 1 is good. I think season 2 was not, and I think season 3 was even worse than 2. So I get it. It wasn't good. I can't defend it. It wasn't a good show. I love to binge seasons of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've seen a couple of episodes of that too, but I've never like watched it. Uh let's see, Dragon Ball. I mean, Dragon Ball is it's one of the staple shows, one of the bigger shows. So it doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of people who have rewatched it quite a few times. How much time do I have? Oh, I have about 10 minutes. Okay. You reread Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Meltdown. So I read Diary of a Wimpy Kid once back in, I think was it elementary school? I think I read it in elementary school. I think I read that years ago, like so many years ago. Favorite jutsu? Shadow clones. It's the most convenient. I would choose that one. What about Vinland Saga, Dororo, and Erased? I have seen Vinland Saga once. Fantastic. Doro, haven't seen it yet. Erased, I've seen a few times. Very good. Bit predictable. It's rushed, but still enjoyable. You've rewatched Pokemon. Okay. You know what? Now we gotta. Okay. You are claiming to rewatch all of Pokemon 15 times. Okay. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Because how long ago did Pokemon end? And then on top of that, to rewatch every single season of Pokemon 15 times. We're literally talking like, what, 15, 20,000 episodes? No, nah. You didn't rewatch all of Pokemon 15 times. That's what? Bakugan, Yu-Gi-Oh! Bakugan and Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 shout out for having it free on YouTube. Did they finally put it on YouTube? That's awesome. Ranking of Kings, absolutely fantastic. Not a show, but I beat Mario Odyssey like 10 times. I mean, there's a few games I've beaten a concerning number of times. I've beaten a few games a concerning number of times. 10 isn't crazy. Silent Voice, very good. I've rewatched Hunter x Hunter so much. I've done it a couple times as well. Silent Voice, again, fantastic movie. Overlord, I will not. Oh, have I watched Overlord? Yes, I have seen all 4 seasons just one time. I am not rewatching it. I'm hoping if we ever get a season 5, it's better than the last 2 because 3 and 4 were okay. Do I watch Family Guy? No, Family Guy sucks. Family Guy is not funny. It's just bad. Clanad is good, and After Story is also good. I've watched 3 or 4 times. I watched Indigo League, Sun and Moon, and Journey's 15. Okay, so you've seen the entirety of Pokemon 3 times. Indigo, Sun, and I don't want to believe you because the sheer number of time that take that's I don't want to believe that. I don't know. Do you not go outside? Do you know what the sun looks like? Do you have are you supplementing with vitamin D? Do you know what year it is? I rewatched JJK season 2 once, a couple days before season 3. Okay, cool. That makes sense because you're all caught up for season 3. Thoughts on Prison School? I dropped it immediately. It's horrendous. Not my thing. Have I tried Lebanese food? If it's food, I will eat it. Yes, I've had Lebanese food, not very much, not very often. Like I think once or twice, but I will eat pretty much anything. To be fair, I say I watch, but I also let episode. Okay, so then, because you're again, you prove my point. Playing episodes in the background while you're sleeping definitely does not count. If you're like cooking in the kitchen and you have like the TV over there and you're listening, you're paying attention, you're still like somewhat engaged, I could give that to you. If you're asleep, not. Then it's no. Are you going to watch Steel Ball Run? Not for a very long time. It's going to be a very long time till I get there. Indian food, absolutely. Guys, understand this. If the question is food, it is yes. If spicy, yes. Like meat, yes. Seafood, yes. Pasta, yes. Will I eat it? Almost certainly yes. Do I think it's a brain rot to play games and watch anime on a 2D monitor? Nope. You can do no. That's fine. That's fine. Is it just anime or all shows? There's been people who have mentioned like The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Breaking Bad. So you can mention non-anime shows as well if you want to. I should probably rewatch the Shibuya incident. Yeah, if you just skipped through the fight, it's just for the fights, then yeah, you kind of need some information there. I don't rewatch because I could just watch something new. That's what I do. I mean, I used to rewatch shows back in the day. I just don't anymore. Also, guys, 2 more minutes and I gotta go. Just a heads up. Parks and Rec. I know Parks and Rec. Never really watched Parks and Rec. You're the first person to mention it, though. Wait, I also have watched Initial D. I have not watched Initial D. Death Note, I've rewatched about 20 times. Okay. That's, I didn't, okay. At that point, what is there to gain? Do I think watching an anime on TV or PC is easier than just on phone? Yes. I don't like watching, I don't watch anime on my phone. I actively do not watch anime on my phone at all, ever. Have I seen Chobits? Yes, I have seen Chobits. It was a long time ago. It's pretty good, though. It's solid. Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter? Is that even a question? Lord of the Rings. That's not even a question. Lord of the Rings over Harry Potter, I don't even have to think about that one. Initial D, Pokemon, and Demon Slayer are the only animes I've watched. Okay, so you're relatively new to anime. That's fine. That's okay. Star Wars or Star Trek? I don't like either of them. I can't wait to see the rage comments to that. I don't like either. Sadly, you don't have a PC? That's okay. You work with what you got, man. You've rewatched Henry Danger, Nickelodeon show from 2014. So, like, I watched Nickelodeon as a kid, but I have not seen, like, 2014 Nickelodeon. I'm, like, used to Nickelodeon from, like, 20, 30 years ago. Have I seen Deep Cut? I have not. Come on. Nope, I don't like Star Wars or Star Trek. Don't like it. Tried it. My friends tried to do it. I couldn't do it. I'm going to say it. Rock Lee was better written than a lot of characters during young Naruto days. I don't disagree with you. Sakura is plain boring during that time. They wasted a great character by nerfing Rock Lee. So, like, is Sakura kind of slow to get better? I could give you that. Do I like Sakura's development over time? Yes. Do I think Rock Lee kind of got left by the sidelines as the story went on? Yes. You've rewatched One Piece, Prison School, and JoJo's. I don't like you lost me at Prison School, man. You lost me there. Is MHA season 5 good? Yes. Wait, season 5. Was season 5 like one? I think it was either 4 or 5 that I found. I think it was 5 that I found boring. I think 5 might have been like one of my least favorite arcs. It was just another Nickelodeon live action. Okay, so I haven't seen that part. I haven't seen that particular series from Nickelodeon. How you doing, Dot? Hunter x Hunter was good in the end, but my God, it was hard to get through the Greed Island. I like Greed Island. I like Greed Island. A lot of people say they don't. I like it. You rewatched Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie quite a bit. I think I've seen the original Spider-Man around like half a dozen times, at least, maybe back in the day. I rewarded. You watch season 5 is a class. Yeah, so class favorite. Yeah, so season 5 is my least favorite season. Season 5 was my least favorite Hero Academia season. One Piece, seen the whole thing 22 times. So, like, I am not convinced you have seen 23,000 episodes of One Piece. What I speculate that you've done is that you have watched to the end of where it was, then you start over again, and then it was further, and then like you kind of did like this kind of deal. Not the whole, not yeah. So that's different. Then you haven't watched all of One Piece 23 times. You've watched certain portions of One Piece 23 times, but like because 23,000 plus episodes is like, no, you are like, I am banishing you to the outdoors for like several weeks until you like remember what the sun looks like. Wheezy, I mean, it's okay because the stream is like going to be done in like 2 minutes. I gotta go in 2 minutes. We've been here for an hour and a half. I gotta make dinner, man. I used to rewatch Toy Story 3 so much back then. If I had to guess, maybe 12 times. I haven't seen Toy Story 3. That's going to set people off, I know. Let's see. I found a new good character to support. His name is Ghetto. Okay. Why are you supporting him? I don't think anyone's seen One Piece 4 times, like every episode. So like 4,000. I mean, I believe that someone might have. I believe that like seeing 4,400 episodes, well, more than that, roughly. I think it's possible. It's possible. I've seen crazier things. I think Andrew Garfield Spider-Man is hated for no reason. I think Andrew Garfield is hated because the script wasn't good, but his acting was good. I think his character, like his Spider-Man, would have been better if the writing was better. So yeah, I've watched Naruto so many times, and I'm always annoyed about Sakura and Rock Lee. Sakura, I'm actually much less bothered than I used to be. Rock Lee, yeah, that disappointed me. They want to make a better world for what? Did I miss something there? Control on top. Oh, Sea Control. I have not seen that one. Some guy apparently used multiple screens to watch all episodes of One Piece in 24 hours. There's a few people who could actually pay attention to multiple screens and actually understand what's going on. I don't think the average person can actually do that properly. I'm not saying there's one way to do it. I think most people just can't do that. Don't make the vid disapproving soccer slander. They're gonna crucify you. You do realize by doing videos that go against the grain, get more comments, and therefore more engagement and more money for me. So like saying controversial things is actually a very good financial move on my part. I need to play Slay the Spire. I looked at it. I'm not going to. I looked at it. I'm not going to. It doesn't grab me. The villain is an anime. Okay, the villain in anime want to create a better world, and the MC just stops them. I guess it depends whose opinion on what makes a better world. I don't know an exact number of anime episodes I've watched, but it's at least over 1,000 because Naruto and Pokemon. I mean, yeah, Naruto's 720 without Boruto, and Pokemon is a lot. I'm working on it now. Which big 3 anime do I think is the most for kids? Probably Naruto. Probably Naruto, I would guess. High School DxD, I couldn't do it. Guys, let's say 5 more like full comments before I call it. 5 more like full on comments, then I gotta go make dinner. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. And then I'll be back again tomorrow. That's why my favorite MC is Asta, because he also wants to create a better world and has a reason for it. I mean, if that's your reason he's one of your favorites, then I hate to tell you, there's a billion characters that do that exact thing. Like, a lot. It's a pretty common trope. I looked it up, but there's over 1,300 episodes of Pokemon, and they're still actively making them. Yep, it's just Ash is retired, and there's a new MC. But Pokemon is not done. See you later, Dutch. I thought you would enjoy it since you play card games. Yeah. The only card game I play right now is Magic the Gathering. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. But yeah, I'm quite... One card game at a time is enough for me. One card game is enough. Let's see. C control is an anime file. I'm gonna explain it, but it's hard to. That's okay. The other MCs don't really describe the world they want. Then you're just not watching very much. I honestly don't think you're watching many shows. I don't think you're watching many shows then, because that is a very common thing where you literally hear the idealized world, like the idealized outcome of their MC, and them actively trying to create that world. Whether you want to say Fire Force, whether you want to say Doctor Stone, whether you want to say Hero Academia, it's just it's a very common thing. Fun fact: a majority of Pokemon profit mainly comes from the Pokemon cards. I have to double check. I do know that it's not the video games. I do know that the biggest chunk of their revenue is not the video games. That I remember. Gurren Lagann, I couldn't do it. I dropped it. I tried multiple times. I couldn't do it. I kind of like Griffith as a character, though. You're not saying he's right. Yeah, again, those are two separate things. You can think, wow, this guy is awful. This, like, morally speaking, and think they're still a good character. Like, you could like the character, but see them as being an awful person. They're not the same. Let's see, two more. And Madara and Light Yagami both explain what world they want, except, well, Light's a piece of garbage. And Madara, while Madara's approach is wrong, he just wanted to create a world of peace, but pretty much gave up on humanity achieving that peace through, through conversation and understanding, and the only way he thought it could actually happen is through mass hypnosis. So there's that. You're rewatching Monster, and it makes you appreciate how well written Johan was. I understand his actions, I do, but it's a great series. It's very well written. I think Johan's a great character. I don't know where I was going with that. I agree with you. I think Pokemon's biggest income is merchandise. But merchandise, the thing is, merchandise can mean plushies. It could mean games are merch, toys are merch, cards are merchandise. That's all merchandise. But I'm pretty sure there's a specific product, specific category of product that Pokemon produces that generates most of its profit. And it might have been the cards, I'm just not sure. And what do I think about people who hate on Ichigo? He doesn't have a goal. He does have a goal. It's just not like he's not trying to be Hokage. He's not trying to be Straw Hats. He just wants his friends and family to be safe. It's not some grandiose, unrealistic dream. He's just trying to keep his loved ones safe, which I think is perfectly normal and reasonable. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised that Pokemon is the highest grossing franchise ever. Yes, it's I think it's like $110 billion company or something. I think Pokemon alone is well over $100 billion, which is a lot. Okay, one more doozy of a comment, if we can get one of those. Ichigo doesn't have a goal. It's that, be strong enough to protect his friends. But, okay, that's all. Why does it need to be some grandiose, almost impossible dream? Why does it need to be that? It doesn't have to be. Let's see. I love watching you stream all over my screen. So inspiring. Okay, I'm going to ignore you, dude. You're okay. Then it's players spending money on Pokemon Go. How much money do people spend on Pokemon Go? Because I have Pokemon Go. I see no reason to spend any money on there. Don't villainize me. I never said it was bad. What are you talking about? I think you said something earlier that was kind of weird. Giratina Solo's my favorite Pokemon. I don't power scale, so I don't really care who beats who. Okay, let's finish with this one. Ichigo got turned into a Soul Reaper, and the job became to protect the Soul Society. Well, the thing is, when he became a Soul Reaper, initially it was to save Rukia, because, it was initially just to return the favor and save Rukia. But then it kind of built on that, where they, gave him, he was, what was the term for it? Not a part-time Soul Reaper, but I'm forgetting the term for it. But eventually he became an ally to the Soul Society. I think I spent 100 SEK on 20. I don't even know what 100 SEK is. Yes, thank you. Substitute. I knew it was like something Soul Reaper. I forgot the word substitute, but thank you. Yes, they gave him the badge and everything. Let's be real. Can we can power scale with Pokemon? I understand your whole power scale. Yeah. So like, if you mean like Pokemon stats, I don't play competitive Pokemon. When I play Pokemon, my only goal is to fill out the Pokedex. That is my sole purpose. I just want all the cool things. I want all the cool things. That is it. Let's see. Anime, I've rewatched Overlord, Baki, Soul Leveling, and Maji. Overlord was good at the start. Baki did not like it all. Soul Leveling, it's fun. And Maji is fantastic. So I like your list. Okay, I feel like I really do have to go. Okay, let's... Okay, I'll go with this. Players spend 1.5 to 2 million on Pokemon Go a day on average. Watch it be like some rich kid spending like half of this money on Pokemon Go. That's insane. I like Pokemon Go as much as the next guy. I have not spent a single dollar on that game, and I never will. Because everything you want is free. Everything you could possibly get is free. Like, just play the game normally. That's insane. That's insane. Okay. Okay, I do need to make dinner. So, guys, here is the plan. Here's the plan. I am going to make dinner. I will be back here tomorrow afternoon, evening. Let's say same time as today. Let's say like 3:30, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'll be back. Join the Discord, follow on Twitch, join the Patreon, do all those cool things, all in the link tree. I'm out. I'm calling it. Calling it today. And there we go.